Welcome to day 105. It's 6:45 and we've just now returned to the trail. It took us about 40 minutes. Now, we've got 800 feet to climb to reach the summit of Mount Madison. You want to give the situation report?
So the winds up top are 25 gusts to 60, and it's about 58 degrees up there.
And we just had a report from two people who've traversed the summit that they were on all fours for much of their climb.
We'll see. Up and over.
Yeah. It's 7:09 and we are in the belly of the beast.
We're about 2/3 of the way to the top.
So we've been at this for 3 hours, battling the wind, and the winds have probably ranged in speed from 25 miles an hour to probably
60.
60 to 65. I'm gonna give it 65 because it did knock me over a couple of times, and I'm a full-grown adult.
Yeah, we summited Madison, and we're now safely on the backside on the Osgood Trail.
Yeah, below the tree line, just below the tree line. We're stopping for a snack. I have not touched my water. I have not touched anything except rocks and
Rocks in the ground.
wind. And we did this with Sam. Sam is not just an intrepid hiker, but she's also familiar with this area. So she knew what she was getting into. All right.
Did it anyway.
Yeah. Snacky time.
Again.
Here are the survivors of Madison on a windswept day. We're 4 hours in.
About 3.8 miles, got 4.3 to go.
Sam, what have the conditions been like?
Very, very windy.
Yeah, I would use the word brutal. Punishing.
And rock hopping.
Yeah. But we're
It is
still
what it
moving
is.
forward. Yep. About,
2 hours to go.
What?
Yeah,
No.
faster.
We are walking right now on the most remarkable path. It is simply a path. It is a trail in the woods. And we haven't seen a track like this for days and days. So we're blazing a trail because we can. Heading to the Pinkham Visitor Center. We're gonna call there and get a ride to our hostel for tonight. We're staying at the Rattle River. It's a veteran owned, so we're happy to go there. And we're very happy to have an easy path right now. This is the Pinkham Visitor Center. We've hiked about 8 miles today through some of the most challenging conditions we've had so far. And everybody survived. We're with Sam and Raptor. We've ordered some sandwiches. We're waiting for our shuttle and feeling pretty good about ourselves, about our performance. It was challenging, but you know, we all survived it, so we're all a little bit stronger for it.
So what'd you think of today? Was that an epic climb or what?
So I heard somebody once describe through hiking as being like the Hunger Games, and today really kind of lived up to that. You know, like release the murder hornets. There was nothing left to send to us. Yeah, we had quite a day. It was a day of challenge, a first kind of challenge. We've not had a challenge like this one today.
So we've hiked in cold weather, we've hiked in wet weather. Today we hiked in pretty much gale force winds, and that made the climb really tough.
So there's this philosophy that whatever hurts the most is what takes your attention. Well, today we did not even notice the sadistic rocks because we were so busy clinging to them to keep from being swept off the mountain by the wind.
It took us about 3 hours to cover, I don't know,
1.8
miles.
Yeah.
And then we finally got some momentum going, but that first 3 hours was just tough.
And then there's a moment where we looked back over our shoulders and we could see this wall cloud moving towards Mount Washington, and then it looked like these long stringy fingers wrapping around the top, and there was a dome above the mountains behind us. There have only been 2 times on this hike that I felt like I was looking into the face of a monster, and one of them was when we were trying to leave Sassafras Gap Shelter into a whiteout, and then the second one was today, looking over our shoulder to see what was bearing down on us, and those clouds looked it looked like the end of the world was coming. They say that Mount Washington has the worst weather on the entire planet. It's right now, it fell off the list as having the highest winds of any place on Earth. Some other place has beaten it for that, but it's historically been the windiest place on Earth.
Yeah.
And today I think we could actually see that.
Yeah, but challenging climb, and then once we were below tree line, and the forest was the forest, and we just made our way back.
We still had a 2,000-foot descent after we climbed over this talus field on Mount Madison, and some of those descents were pretty steep and rocky, but then suddenly it kind of all leveled out and things were pretty easy, and we got back to our 2-mile-an-hour pace for a little while there.
We did. So we covered 8.4 miles in a little over 6.5 hours, so not bad.
That got us to the Pinkham Notch Visitor Center at about, I think, 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. And we had lunch, we got a ride, and we're now here at the Rattle River Hostel and Bed and Breakfast.
We've got a private room here at the hostel, which is really a nice luxury. So we have a private bathroom and a little refrigerator. So I went to Walmart tonight. And you know when you go to the grocery store and you're hungry and you end up buying a lot of extra food? I went to the grocery store thirsty, so I ended up coming back with Smart water bottles, which we needed, and Gatorade, and cider, and beer, and orange juice. So my bags were just falling apart because they were so heavy.
It's a refrigerator full of drinks.
And we're all cleaned up. We're wearing loaner clothes.
That's right.
Feeling pretty sassy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're settled in.
Yeah, we're about to microwave a dinner.
So we're going to get busy.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for joining us.
Lemon pepper chicken, already prepared, Walmart, corn on the cob, sauteed mushrooms, spinach, garlic, and tomato, and white wine to go with it. Meanwhile,